Hi, hello, and welcome to another video. So, for today's video, we are doing basically swapping my screen time for reading time, and this is not going to be fun. I already know that it's not going to be, because my screen time is probably horrendous, because I have a problem. I have a problem with, I have two games that I'm playing and I cannot seem to stop. So let's just see what this horrendous screen time is saying. Oh no, I don't even have that much time in the day. No. Take a look at this and tell me how it's possible that I, on Monday last week, spent, you can't even see that. It doesn't want to focus. There, how can I have spent 11 hours and 19 minutes on my phone? Don't even ask me. I mean, look at this. I mean, Thursday, I apparently didn't spend much time on my phone, but apparently I'm addicted to my phone. So today will be a lot of hours, like 11 and a half hours. That's a lot. And the clock is almost 10 already, and I go to sleep at 10. So yeah, we are going to read until like 9:30 in the night today. So how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to spend the entire day reading? So let's just, this is not going to be fun. So let's just do 11 hours, 19 minutes. So, I don't really know what I want to read. So, let's just see. So, what do I kind of want to get to? So, we have The Tale of the Body Thief. That's a possibility. It's the next in the Vampire Chronicles, I think the name is. What I do believe that I am going to do is basically just play it off while I am doing other things and see how far I'm going to get today. So I have a few ones that definitely work as audiobooks. So basically the audiobooks that I have on my goals, I'm going to focus on my goals first this time. It is The Tale of the Body Thief, and then like the ones that I have on the same those are on YouTube, just because they are not like nowhere else to be found, and I'm trying not to spend that much money, so this is kind of the best option that I have. So Tales of the Body Thief, and then The Dark Rival is a Star Wars book. The Long Walk by Stephen King, and When Breath Becomes Air. So 4 books. Will I be able to finish all of them? I doubt that. Not today, but that's the plan. Basically make a list of those books and then just see what I can do. So let's just see on here. It's called Listen because I am. So part 2. So let's just see. So let's just have that one there. So yeah, that's the plan. I am going to just start with, I think I'm going to start with The Tale of the Body Thief. So I'm going to update when I've read a few books. So yeah. Okay, so it's much later. It's 9 and we have 10 minutes left on the clock, so we don't have that much time, which is great. I have finished one book. I have finished The Tale of the Body Thief. So this is the next in the Vampire Chronicles. I don't like this series, but I am apparently just keeping on going, which I don't really know why I keep on doing that, but yeah, looks like we are just doing that. So So to start, I don't really know what to say. It's basically, in the first book we are meeting Lestat, and he's a vampire and he tells his story, basically. So then I am probably like, I am 3 hours into almost 9 hours of The Long Walk by Stephen King, and so far it's fine. Nothing is kind of happening, but so far it's good. But let's just check out how much I need to read tomorrow. So this is for tomorrow, so it's 9 hours and 49 minutes, which is a long while. Let's just say that it's really a lot. I hope I will be able to do that. I will at least finish The Long Walk. And another thing that I really, really need to start reading is this. I need to finish this off. So I think I'm going to basically start, since I have not been in the biggest like physical reading mood, I think I'm going to start with 100 pages. Just start and read up until like 100 pages more, and then see basically if I want to, read 100 pages and then see if I feel like continuing on. I mean, I'm going to finish this book, but I just need to take some time with actually physical reading, and that is a problem because I have a lot of physical books. I mean, this cart is full, and my plan is to finish off the entire thing this year. But that's difficult because I keep on not basically reading what's on the cart and ordering new books. So let's just say I have no idea how this will go. And yeah, so basically what else have I done today? I've edited a video, the June reset. I mean, you will see this after the June reset has come up. So yeah, and I have watched my 3rd movie of the month. I'm watching one every single day. You should check out the June reset if you want to. Basically, I have a movie jar where I pull out a prompt that I do every month. So this month is something that is really interesting. I have no idea how I'm kind of going to do that later on. Am I going to talk about all of them or not? I don't really know, but it's really, really interesting to see. So at this point, I've just watched a lot of bad movies where I really don't feel like watching. So what I have started with right now is basically rewatch some of my favorite movies until I can, get going on some other ones. So I have a lot of like movies that I have watched before, and it's not until day 12 where basically we get a new one, and then we go back to something that I watched. But then after that, we start to have a lot of different ones that, like I haven't watched. Then I have a few ones that are a little like, if I actually will like them. And then, yeah, it just really depends on how everything is going to go and everything. So yeah, I can't wait. But I am going to bed. I will finish up the now like 5 minutes I have left, and then I am going to bed and start again tomorrow, which we still have like 10 hours to go on there, which is a lot. And I have no idea how I am going to even finish this week, because I have no idea how I'm able to be this much on my phone. Okay, so I have like 6.5 hours left. So it's still a while to go. But I finished the book. So I finished The Long Walk by Stephen King, and I'm gonna give it 3 stars. So it's basically about this long walk. There are 100 boys who basically are going to walk until the last one is standing. So 3 stars. I feel like this is one of, I mean, I don't know. I don't really love Stephen King. I feel like this is one of the better ones that I've heard. It's not a favorite, but definitely it was good. And yeah, I don't really know why I don't love it. It's just, yeah. But overall, I feel like this is one of my favorite Stephen King books so far. I haven't read that many, but usually they have been 1 or 2 stars, so I don't like them that much. So the next one I'm going to listen to is When Breath Becomes Air. After that, we will have to see how far along I am. This book is 440, so it will take me 2 hours and 20 minutes. And yeah, I still have 6.5 hours, so I will have to start another book and see. The next one on my list is the second Star Wars book in this series, where, yeah, so I might listen to that. It's not, I mean, these are really, really short books. I mean, that one is 318, so it will take me a little bit over an hour. An hour and, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe. So yeah, it's still a while to go, and yeah, overall I don't really know how things will go. This is just getting a little overwhelming because there are just so many hours to actually be listening to, and yeah, and I'm trying to get, start as early as possible, because I'm trying not to listen to that much after 6, because that's the goal. So yeah, but I can't start way too early because I do things in mornings that where I usually listen to podcasts. So yeah, I don't really know how it will go, and yeah, I'm really, really curious to see how everything is going to go, so yeah, but yeah, let's just see how things is going. I mean, 9 hours is a long time, almost 10 hours, and I don't really understand how I am able to spend that much time on my phone, but overall I don't really know how or why or anything, so I'm going to continue on listening to this. I will have to see if I read any physical today. I really should, but I might not. So yeah, I think I will just have to wait and see. And then I also have a movie to watch. So I am on the 4th day of my movies must connect by something, and it's actually really, really fun to get things to connect in a certain way. So you will probably see how this is looking in the July reset, and then yeah, I can't wait to actually get to a lot of these. I mean, a lot of them are rewatches, and then yeah, I'm just going to stop and continue on with listening to whatever I need to listen to, and just get things done. Okay, so it's actually quite late on Tuesday. So I think I talked about finishing the long walk, and yeah, give that 3 stars. And then after that, I finished When Breath Becomes Air, and this is basically about this man who, I mean, it's a non-fiction about this man who basically gets cancer, and I mean, he dies. At least I think he dies. I mean, I think he dies. I mean, I am. But yeah, I mean, it's in the title, so yeah. But overall, it was really, really sad to, yeah. And then I listened to The Dark Rival, which is the second book in this series where we are basically, let's just see what it's called. It's called The Jedi Apprentice. And in this one we are following, what's his name again? Obi-Wan. Basically before, you know, he, like in the beginning of his apprentice stage, basically. And we get to know kind of, let's call it how Qui-Gon took him on as an apprentice. So I give that one 3 stars, I think. So I just feel like these are fine. They're not like a favorite thing, but overall it's interesting to basically see. And then the final one that I listened to was The Mech Who Loved Me, and this one is basically the second book in the Blue Blood conspiracy, which is in the London steampunk, like it's in that universe. And basically yeah, we are following all these different kind of people who basically live in this world where, in London, where, yeah, it's a steampunk novel. I don't really know how to explain this. They are by Beck McMasters, and yeah, 3 stars. It's not something favorite one. So I read the basically Promise of Darkness, which was the first series that I read by her, and I loved it. And this is not as good, but I'm still having a good time with it. So yeah, and that basically leads to all the hours that I needed to. So let's just take a look on how much I need to read tomorrow. It's a lot, I can tell that already. Yeah, can you guys see that? 10.5 hours tomorrow. So that's a lot. 10.5 hours it will probably. So I hope I will be able to basically start reading physically. I didn't have the energy to do that today. I had a horrible sleep. Let's just say that I fell asleep really, really late, and I slept really poorly. And yeah, it just made me kind of being half asleep the entire day, which is not fun. Let's just put it that way. It's not fun. But I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but hopefully I can start reading some physical books again, because obviously I need to, but also I want to. So let's just see how that is going to go. I hope to be able to finish House of Earth and Blood like this week, just because that would have been really, really great to do that. So yeah, that is definitely the plan. Yeah, I think that's kind of the plan for tomorrow. Just try and get to it and see what I can get to. So yeah, I am going to bed now, and I will talk to you tomorrow when I hopefully am reading physically And also, I need to have an audiobook. I cannot read physically for 10 hours. So yeah, let's just see how tomorrow. Okay, so we are on day 3 out of 5. So basically I finished 3 books. I mean, we had 10.5 hours to go. So yeah, the first book I finished was The Return by Jennifer L. Ormantrout. This is kind of a spin-off featuring Aiden, Seth, is it Seth? I'm so bad at actually, names. And can we just say, GoodReads is so slow that it's not even fun. Seth. We are following Seth, which is a character in the Covenant series. So this is a spin-off from the Covenant, which I finished just last month. So we are following Seth and kind of the aftermath of what happened in the last book in the Covenant series. I definitely will say you should read the Covenant before this. If not, you won't have the details that you kind of need to understand this book. So I gave this 3 stars. So it was fine. It was a fine book. The same as the Covenant. I have given all of them 3 stars, so I bet this will be another 3-star series, but it doesn't truly matter that much. So I will have to see if I continue on this series like this month, or if I wait until next month. It really depends, just because it's not that dangerous if I just finish off like this month or not. I don't really know. Depends on how many audiobooks I'm listening to. So far, I've only been listening to audiobooks for weeks at this point. So yeah, 3 stars. Then I read the 2 next books in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So the second one is Good Girl, Bad Blood, and I give it 3 stars. And then As Good as Dead, and I gave that 3 stars as well. So basically, in that series, we are following Pip, and basically for her thesis, like for a thing that she has for school, she decides that she is going to basically solve a murder that happened years ago at this point. So yeah, and yeah, so I finished that series off, which is great. I am always working towards finishing series, and I always write down the ones that I have finished. So we are currently at 22 finished series this month. So we are this year. So we are doing really well, I have to say. So yeah, doing really, really well with kind of everything that has to do with reading. I set myself to finish off 20 series, so we have done that with being on 22, and we are not even halfway through year. So we are definitely doing really, really well with that. So I need to start working on my physical shelf, because one of my goals is to finish all my own books. So I think that I need to do some vlogs where I basically am focusing on this and seeing how that is going to go. I'm hoping it will be fine. And yeah. And other than that, I am overall just trying to do the goals that I have. Like, one of them is to write in this every day. Not much, to be honest. I don't need to write that much. I just need to write a little. I usually write a little bit about the movie that I am watching that day, just so I know kind of what I picked. And I have to say that I think that for next year I kind of want to keep a little journal on that. So I used to have a journal basically dedicated to that, but I just stopped that one. But I don't know, it really depends on if I feel like it or not. But yeah, so far we have watched 5 out of 5 movies, where I mean I have liked all 5 of them, so it's good. And yeah, so tomorrow is the slowest day, let's call it that. So let's see how much I need to read tomorrow. Not that much, so for 39, so it's not that bad. So I will try and finish that off. I don't really know what to kind of get to. So definitely one of the things that I can, I mean I have a few audiobooks left. I really should try and read at least a little bit physically. So yeah, just because I need to start reading something more physically. It's just, I would say it has been a struggle, and I don't know why, because I love reading, or just, I don't know what it is. I think, so the thing is, it's not that I'm not liking the book. I think it's just because it's big, and I don't really know what else. I think I'm just dreading the final like 200-300 pages in this, because I know what is going to happen, and it's just easier not to read, because then I know that it's not gonna end. But yeah, really need to do that. And then just, yeah, so let's see how this is going to go. I mean, the next video I am planning might be some more physical books, probably. So I really don't know what I am kind of going to get to. So okay, so I have just finished 2 more books. I feel like I always finished like 2-ish books every time I talk to you. So we have been reading for the least amount of hours today, which is great. I just have to say it. I have listened to a little bit more just because it's 4.5 hours. I listened a little bit more just to finish off this book. So the first book I listened to was Wondersmith, and this is the second book in Nevermore series, and we are following Morgan Crow. Basically, in the first book are kind of born on the wrong day, which kind of everything that goes wrong is basically blamed on her, and she's supposed to die on her, is it 12th birthday? But she's basically whisked away to Nevermore by this person. And that's kind of where now we are in the second book, and I give it 4 stars. So I really, really enjoy this series. It's good. And yeah, I can't wait to continue on with this series. We have one more that is out, and then another one that is coming out. So overall, I really enjoyed it. So the one that I just finished this second ago is Transcend. And this is for a trope you hate, which is a love triangle. And I gave this book 2 stars. So I don't like this book. It wasn't, for me, it wasn't good. But the worst part is that the last like 10 seconds was so good, not so good, but so interesting that I need to read the second book, which sucks for me. So I am awfully curious. So it's about this, basically this man who loses his wife, so he is left with a newborn. So he basically hires a nanny who basically knows all this weird stuff about him, and yeah, this was weird. This book was really, really weird. I didn't like, I hate love triangles, and yeah, so love triangles and insta-love, I just don't like them, and it sucks, but I didn't like this book. The last 10 seconds was interesting, so I need to know what is going to happen, but other than that, I just don't feel like this is something that I am going to like. I'm curious enough to see where this ends, which I don't really know why I keep on doing this. Like, give it 2 stars, I'm going to continue on with it. It's weird. But that kind of is the thing, that you might hate a book, but you need to know how it ends. And yeah. So that's kind of where we are. So yeah, I don't know. Will I pick up something physically tomorrow? I don't know. I am really bad at picking up something physical. It sucks how bad I am at it. But I just really, really want to be able to do that and, you know, pick up something physically. I think I just need to stop and do it. So for tomorrow, we have not the longest, but can you see that? We have 9 hours, which actually is not that bad. It's still a lot, but it's not that bad. So yeah, let's just see if I'm able to read something physically or not. I kind of hope that I am. I don't have that many audiobooks left. I only have Cole and Lila Are Just Friends. That one just came out, and have it as an audiobook. Then we have the next Harry Hore book and Lake. So I only have 3 left that I can listen to as audiobooks. So soon I will have to read physically. But the next one is kind of something that will make me have to read physically. So that's kind of it for right now. I will read the hours that I need tomorrow and then just see if I'm able to pick up something. Okay, so I have most definitely finished my 9-10 hours today. So this will be the last day of this vlog. This is the last clip, and as you have seen in the earlier clip that I did, I've been listening to this, written in my own heart's blood. So this is the, I don't know how many books we are in to this Outlander series at this point, because it doesn't say anything and it drives me nuts. And let's face it, I'm not going to count. So yeah, too much basically. So this one, we are coming a long way since the first one. So in the first one, we are meeting Claire, who basically switched back like 200 years, and basically they're in Scotland, and there she meets Jamie. That was a really short synopsis. I mean, a lot of people have seen the TV show, and you know, this is gonna end up as a 3 stars, just because I feel like these books, I loved the first few books, but I just feel like at this point, I just feel that they are really, really long, and I am having really big trouble to actually follow along with them. And it's just a lot of things that is happening, you know. This is just a lot, but I'm still really enjoying them. I mean, they are, yeah, I'm definitely enjoying them. They are not bad. I just feel like I don't care as much as I did in the first books. So that's kind of where we are with this series. So we have done quite a lot in these few days that we have actually been doing this. It's really great that we have been able to read this much. And yeah, most of it has been audiobooks. I mean, this one wasn't even on my TBR to beginning with, but I just felt like reading this, so we are one step closer to actually finishing it. And let's be honest, I am betting that in rather next month or the month after, so in July or August, we will be having the next, like, what's the name? Final Book Support Group. And then this one would have been my pick for, I don't know how many days it usually is. Sometimes it's not that many. This one would have been on here. Now I don't really know what the oldest book on my TBR is. But we'll get to that when we basically get there. But I am at least done with this chunker that is over 1,000 pages. So let's see, it is 1,117 pages. So yeah, that's kind of where we are at this point. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and yeah, I will see you next time for another one. Bye!